Hello everyone, welcome to my channel, the Glammed Rebel. I hope everyone's having a good day. Please like, comment, and subscribe for daily updates. The bold and the beautiful. Thomas Forrester returns to B&B. First air date confirmed, the Glammed Rebel. Spoilers confirm Matthew Atkinson's return to the bold and the beautiful B&B. Sod confirmed Atkinson's return and announced Thomas's first air date. Because of this, let's discuss what's going to happen. After Matthew Atkinson posted a few hints on Instagram concerning Thomas's soap opera homecoming, fans began to speculate about whether or not his return was in the works. There is little doubt that Thomas will be returning to the show, and it won't be too much longer before viewers get to see him as well. Thomas will return to the screen by early September, but the air date is not yet known. Consequently, there is a great deal of opportunity for speculation regarding Thomas's romantic life and any potential shifts that may be in the works. Do you know if Thomas is still engaged to Paris Buckingham, Diamond White? Or is it possible that their broken engagement has caused Thomas to hunt for happiness elsewhere? It is possible that Thomas is secretly smitten with Hope Logan, played by Annika Noel, and that he would end up pursuing her after she has failed to fulfill her commitment to Carter Walton, played by Lawrence St. Victor. There is a possibility that Hope and Thomas will get back together, but this will depend on the direction that the authors of the soap opera want to take his comeback story and how long he stays on the show. Whatever the case may be, the return of Matthew Atkinson is a cause for celebration for a huge number of fans. No matter what the romantic future has for Thomas, it will be wonderful to see him back in the mix so that he can enjoy the company of those people he is already acquainted with. Given that Taylor Hayes' Rebecca Budig is experiencing a difficult time in her relationship with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., it is possible that Thomas will be sympathetic to her at this difficult period. Although Ridge had already made a commitment to Taylor, the accident that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, was involved in Italy shook his world significantly. Ridge's attraction towards Brooke suggests that their reunion is imminent. Despite Ridge's efforts to suppress his genuine emotions and delay the inevitable, Taylor will eventually face a devastating blow. In the event that this occurs, Thomas might take action on behalf of his mother and provide Taylor with the much-required solace. Spoilers for the bold and the beautiful say Thomas will be involved in a lot of drama, so stay tuned for updates on the highs and lows. The bold and the beautiful. Thomas Forrester's triumphant return. Love, loyalty, and the looming storm. When Matthew Atkinson first slipped into the role of Thomas Forrester, he brought a layered complexity that elevated the character from the handsome heir to a man of obsessive love, redemption arcs, and family loyalty tested at every turn. Now, after whispers, clues, and weeks of fan speculation, the news is official. Thomas Forrester is back on the bold and the beautiful, and the timing could not be more intriguing. Soap Opera Digest confirmed Atkinson's return, revealing that his first scenes will hit screens by early September. Despite the uncertainty surrounding the exact air date, the mere confirmation has sparked a flurry of speculation about Thomas's whereabouts, his changes, and his potential allies upon his return to Los Angeles. A return shrouded in speculation. Matthew Atkinson masterfully teased the build-up to this announcement. Fans who follow Matthew Atkinson on Instagram had already been dissecting cryptic captions, moody behind-the-scenes shots, and even subtle nods to wardrobe and script reads. Every post seemed to say, something is coming. Now, we know exactly what. Thomas is re-entering the fray at a time when the Forrester and Logan clans are entangled in some of their most volatile drama in years. The questions are as plentiful as the possibilities. Is Thomas still with Paris Buckingham? Their engagement had been a surprise to many, but not all surprise engagements survive long absences. Will Hope Logan find herself drawn back to Thomas? With her engagement to Carter Walton teetering, thanks to Daphne Rose's manipulations, the door could open for a reunion. Will Thomas arrive as a man in love, or a man with unfinished business? Paris or Hope or someone new? One of the most intriguing aspects of Thomas's return is his potential romantic future. When we last saw him, Paris Buckingham had been wearing his ring, seemingly ready to start a new chapter with him. However, we can never guarantee the long-term success of the bold and the beautiful. If the engagement fizzled off-screen, the writers could choose to leave Thomas single and open to fresh storylines, or to rekindle one of the show's most debated pairings, Thomas and Hope. Hope's romantic life is currently facing challenges. The aftershocks of Liam's fake illness and the strain of her engagement to Carter have left her vulnerable. Enter Thomas, the man who has always seen her as more than just a Logan daughter or Liam's ex. His brand of devotion, when tempered with his post-redemption maturity, could feel like a safe harbor or the start of another fire. Fans remain divided on whether Hope and Thomas should reunite, but there's no denying their on-screen chemistry and the narrative potential in re-exploring their dynamic. If Carter falters, Thomas could slide back into the picture with all the intensity and sincerity that once made him both irresistible and dangerous. Family first, Thomas and Taylor. Romance aside, Thomas's return could carry heavy emotional weight for his mother, Taylor Hayes. Taylor's engagement to Ridge Forrester has been teetering ever since Brooke Logan's near drowning in Italy, an incident that rekindled Ridge's deepest feelings for Brooke. While Ridge has not yet broken things off with Taylor, the pull toward Brooke is undeniable. History indicates that Taylor's heart will eventually break when Ridge begins to drift. This is where Thomas could come in as a grounding presence for his mother. He's no stranger to the pain of watching Ridge choose Brooke over Taylor. He's lived through it over and over. Upon his return, he could become Taylor's confidant, protector, and strategist, offering the kind of unwavering support she will desperately need. Imagine Thomas confronting Ridge, not just as a son defending his mother, but as a man who has grown tired of the same patterns tearing through their family. This could lead to some of the most heated Forrester family confrontations in years, especially if Thomas challenges Ridge's loyalty outright. Timing is everything. The return date in early September presents a compelling narrative opportunity. The summer arcs will be wrapping their climaxes: Bill Spencer's vendetta against Grace Buckingham, the unraveling of Ridge's engagement to Taylor and Luna Nozoa's recovery, and the fall sweeps are just around the corner. Thomas can be seamlessly dropped into multiple intersecting storylines. He could rejoin the Forrester Creations design team, bringing fresh, creative tension into the office. He might become involved in the Hope-Carter-Daphne drama if Hope's engagement implodes. He could align himself with Taylor in a possible battle over Ridge's affections or over how Douglas Forrester is raised. And let's not forget, Thomas has a knack for inserting himself into situations that spiral into bigger-than-expected drama. The Paris question. If Paris is still in the picture, her reaction to Thomas's return could chart the course of their relationship. Did his absence create distance, or has the time apart solidified their bond? Paris is no stranger to romantic pivots, and if she senses Thomas's lingering attachment to Hope, she could either fight for him or walk away. Either choice sets the stage for rich drama, especially if Paris decides to throw herself into another romantic rivalry, perhaps with Zend or even Carter. Hope's crossroads. Hope's life has been defined by a series of crossroads, and Thomas's reappearance could mark another one. After her fractured relationship with Liam and the uncertainty surrounding Carter, Thomas could offer something she doesn't often find in her love life: a man who is unflinchingly certain about her worth. But the question remains, would Hope trust herself around Thomas again? Their past is littered with manipulation, obsession, and complicated forgiveness. Yet in the soap world, those very scars often make for the most magnetic reunions. Thomas is a catalyst. Even if romance takes a backseat initially, Thomas's presence alone has a way of shaking things up. He's the kind of character who carries the Forrester name with a mix of pride and defiance, and he's never been afraid to challenge the Logans, the Spencers, or even his family if he believes he's right. Upon his return, he could become an unexpected ally or opponent to just about anyone. He might side with Brooke against Taylor if he thinks Ridge is controlling them both. He could clash with Steffi over business strategy at Forrester Creations. He might even offer support to Bill or Liam if their interests temporarily align, a shocking possibility given their history. Tying into the current canvas, the beauty of Thomas's return is how easily it can be woven into the show's existing arcs. Bill's revenge plot. If Grace Buckingham's scam touches anyone Thomas cares about, he could find himself backing Bill's crusade for justice. Luna's recovery. If Thomas becomes closely connected with the Finnegan side of the family, he could end up in scenes with Luna, possibly serving as a creative mentor or supportive cousin figure. Ridge's dilemma. As Ridge waffles between Brooke and Taylor, Thomas's opinion could hold weight. If he pushes Ridge towards one woman, it could have a significant impact. Emotional beats. What makes Thomas's return so ripe for storytelling is the range of emotional beats it can hit. Nostalgia. His reconnection with characters like Hope, Brooke, and Steffi will remind viewers of the history they've shared. Redemption versus relapse. Has Thomas truly moved past the darker impulses that once consumed him, or will old habits resurface under pressure? Family loyalty. His relationship with Taylor could deepen into one of the show's most compelling mother-son dynamics, especially if he positions himself as her emotional shield. Speculation. The first big twist. If history is any guide, Thomas's return won't just be a quiet homecoming. Soap logic suggests a big reveal or turning point within his first 2 weeks back. Some possible scenarios. A broken engagement. Thomas arrives single, revealing that things with Paris ended months ago, freeing him up for a new romance. A secret alliance. He returns having made a deal with someone unexpected, perhaps even Sheila Carter, in a bid to secure something for his family. A design war. He comes back with a revolutionary idea for Forrester creations, sparking competition with Ridge, Steffi, or Zend. Why fans are excited. Matthew Atkinson's portrayal of Thomas has been one of the show's most nuanced in recent years. He's played him as both a romantic antihero and a man clawing his way toward redemption. And that duality keeps viewers guessing. His absence left a noticeable gap, especially in the creative energy at Forrester Creations and in the show's central romantic triangles. Now, with his return imminent, the speculation is almost as thrilling as the confirmation. Will Thomas be the hero, the troublemaker, or, as he often is, both? The road ahead. Whatever the writers decide to position Thomas in these upcoming storylines, his reintroduction promises far-reaching consequences. His relationships, both romantic and familial, will be tested. His loyalty will be questioned. And his presence will undoubtedly alter the delicate balance of power among the Forresters, Logans, and Spencers. By early September, viewers will finally get their first glimpse of Thomas back in action. And from there, the ride will only get bumpier. You are welcome to share any video requests in the comments. I will make a video about it. Stay connected with the Glammed Rebel for all the latest updates, spoilers, and deep dive recaps. See you in the next video. Please stay safe and healthy. I hope God keeps you safe. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell button for daily updates.